Well, Jim, before we get going too far, let me ask you one question at the top because it relates to the silly little opening I did there. This one was sent to CornyDriveThru@gmail.com from Jay in San Antonio, a popular topic this week. As you no doubt have heard, another wrestler's name has been Vincified. This time it is Austin Theory. He will now be going by simply Theory. My question is, does Theory pass the name test? And let's get your general thoughts on a promising wrestler having his name changed all of a sudden.
Oh, my God. Well, no, Theory doesn't pass a test as a name. Much less the name test. Theory is not. And I mean, it almost begs a question mark, too, doesn't it? So that it's like Theory? It's like, are you.
Yeah, really?
So when you talk about him, when you say Theory, are you asking for a hypothesis from the person you're speaking to, or are you talking about a wrestler?
Here we have on the couch to promote WrestleMania. Here is the wrestler Theory.
Theory. Because he's unproven? Is that what the... I mean,
that's good.
Hold on. Wait a minute. I'm actually going to... I got to find it. Hold on. Theatrical, therefrom, therein, thine. Wait, I've gone too far. Oh, wait, I've still gone too far with therein. Theosophy. Theosophy is
that a Dusty
religious
Rhodes word?
Philosophy.
Oh.
Theosophy. Theory. The definition of theory is systematically organized knowledge, a set of assumptions or statements devised to explain a phenomenon or class of phenomena, or abstract reasoning, speculation, or a set of rules or principles for the study or practice of an art or discipline, or an assumption, conjecture.
Sounds like a wrestler.
And I mean, it's not even, they use the excuse, I guess, well, because Steve Austin pissed us off and did that and made Vince's knees bend the wrong way at WrestleMania. We're not going to call myself. What the? Oh, Christ on a crack.
How did they sell it to him? That's the question. I mean, how cheery and rosy did they try to present it? Like, this is a great idea. Of course we're going to do this. Well, we were just thinking, Austin is such a... Like, what do they say? And do they present it like, this is for the best? Or they present it like, it's crazy, we know, just do it?
Well, no, I'm pretty sure most of them, I know Laurinaitis finds the silver lining in every dark cloud. He'll just smile right at you. And yes, this fucking armadillo shit tastes lovely on crackers. As a matter of fact, that's why some of the guys in TNA actually used to like when I produced their matches, actually in the WWF too, back in those days, because I would go to them and say, okay, look, here's what they want. Now, can we all chip in and find a way to make this palatable? But, I don't know how, in what fashion they would put the cheerful face on. We're just going to call you Theory after we've already established you under a name, and we're not replacing your first name. We're just not giving you another one, and it doesn't make any sense to call someone Theory. If somebody thinks it sounds cool, I don't know. But again, when they get to the point, and he's being pushed heavily, but when they get to the point where he's in a main event of a pay-per-view, and just the outside advertising, like you mentioned, if introduction on a news program, if nothing else, it's just fucking odd. And Vince has painted himself into a corner on more than one occasion when a guy that he gave a stupid name to actually did start getting over and get over. See, H triple. We'll talk about that later on, maybe. But so I don't know why they paint themselves in this position. And I don't know why he thinks that that's somehow cool. I get, someone Cher, Madonna,
And those are first names.
Well, yes. Because, if you're famous, if you're so famous that you are known by your first name, that's more impressive than if you're so famous you're known by your last name, Nixon. But when it's not really an actual name that people would recognize as a name to begin with, and then there's no explanation or backstory as to why this is indeed your name, but Vince loves it.
So how does it sound as a future WrestleMania main event? Theory versus Riddle.
Yeah. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, there's the corner. You just found the corner that they've painted themselves in with these guys. Because for whatever reason, I think he's the shits, but whatever reason people like Riddle, he'll be getting big matches in the future. And Theory's a prodigy. So we can see Theory versus Riddle with their...
It's like a Batman episode.
Special referee Enigma.
No, he went to AEW. They can't get the Enigma anymore.
No, AEW got Two-Face.
I thought he went to WWE. Depends who you talk to. But yeah, I feel bad. You know what? The two things that they've saddled him with, he has a world of talent, and it's undeniable. But the name, and I think also the outfit, is kind of ridiculous. I think he needs something that a little less silly, in my eyes. He does
a little less like he came to be a male stripper at a fucking teenage bachelorette party.
I guess that's a way to look at it.
I mean, they can change his clothes quicker and easier than they can change his name again. Now that they've already changed it once to begin with, so that and honestly, I hate it. He's going to be a star unless he gets injured some kind of way, or he's a mental incompetent and we don't know it, because he's just talented as all shit. But then also the fucking thing, but does he get the wrong kind of heat? Not heel heat, but teacher's pet heat from the core audience for being, Vince's project or Vince's protege or whatever he has been to Vince on television. I'd hate to see that, where they boo him out of the building for the wrong reason. And then, because then the writers will be tempted or teased to turn him into a fucking bumbling putz, which will kill him deader than 4 o'clock. We'll see.
We will see. And of course, death is the ultimate end. You don't want that. But you do want a good night's rest.
Well, you are exactly correct on those things. Now, would you like to narrow it down for me between Helix and Beam?
Oh, well, that's right. But what I meant is maybe instead of landing on a canvas in a ring that could possibly give you a staph infection, he wants to land on a cloud that he will get, one way or another he will get there, but he will be sleeping on a cloud.
He will be sleeping on a mushroom cloud of a Segway. As we've just blown that motherfucker sky high. Folks, I'll tell you this right now. We've talked so many times about our friends at Helix and the Helix mattresses, the folks at helixsleep.com. They make a fantastic mattress that everybody should spend the fucking eternity on. Be buried on this thing. Just have them cut off a chunk of your Helix Sleep mattress and put it in the bottom of the coffin, and you'll sleep through the afterlife just as well as you won't be spinning in your grave. Even when your children become drug addicts and your wife marries the pool boy, you'll be sleeping good, and you'll sleep good before the afterlife, in the current life, the present life on the Helix Sleep mattress. If you go to helixsleep.com, they've got a quiz. It takes 2 minutes to complete, and it matches your body type and sleep preferences to the perfect mattress for you. Soft, medium, and firm mattresses, cool-down mattresses, spinal alignment mattresses, a Helix Plus mattress for the plus-size sleepers, the McGuire twins in our audience. And you answer these questions, like I said, 2 minutes. They'll ask you how many people do you intend to sleep with on this mattress over the course of its life? And in what sexual positions do you plan to undertake with these people? And you answer those, and then possibly, if possible, you can take pictures of yourself and your significant other having the relations on your current mattress, so they make sure they absolutely know how much stress this thing's going to be under. You remember taking that quiz, Brian, don't you?
There are no photos required, and we encourage you to keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself.
I said 15 or 20.
It was not required.
Well, it wasn't mandatory, but they didn't say we couldn't. Anyway, once they know exactly how this mattress is going to be used and or abused, then they'll tell you which one matches up with you best, and then you just order the dadgum thing. HelixSleep.com. They got a 10-year warranty. You get to try it out for 100 nights risk-free. They'll even come and pick it up for you if you don't love it. When you give it to them, make sure you turn the side with the stains to the bottom so they don't see it until they get it in the truck. They've even got financing options and flexible payment plans, so a great night's sleep is never far away. And you can be flexible with your payments as long as you make them. If you stop making them, then they're going to get stiff with you. And they're going to come and jerk you off that mattress and slap you around about the head and face, take it right out and haul it right out the front door.
No, that's not how it works. They will just...
And they'll put a sign on the front yard that says, this motherfucker's cheap bastard didn't pay for his mattress. We repossessed his Helix. Because they treat you good. How can you treat somebody like that treats you so good?
For the record, I do not believe any of that is actually how it transpires. You don't have to fear some Helix strongmen coming into your house and roughing you and your family up.
No, I didn't say they were strong men. but also, who knows? They may be some independent contractors. They may not be affiliated with Helix. They'll just pull up in an unmarked panel van, come in your house and take your mattress.
No one will do that. There'll be no unaffiliated strongmen coming to your house, ladies and gentlemen. But you will have a good night's sleep, and you'll sleep better knowing that no one will be coming to your house.
Yes, it will not happen until you turn your back. Folks, go to HelixSleep.com/JCE because they're offering up to $200 off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows. You can put your head underneath the pillow and grip it around your ears so you won't see or hear what's going on in the world today. That's what they'll do for you. $200 off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows. Up to that for our listeners, because they're in the club at HelixSleep.com/JCE. And take that quiz and send them some pictures also. Just let them know what's going to go on this mattress, because that way they can reinforce it in the right spots.
They neither need nor want your pictures, but we thank our friends at Helix Sleep for sponsoring the show here today.